Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fajar Kurniawan Utomo, and I'm now to present e-commerce in international trade. The definition e-commerce. E-commerce or electronic commerce is defined as the buying and selling of goods and services conducted over the internet. This encompasses a variety of transactions, including business to business or B2B, business to consumer or B2C, consumer to consumer or C2C, and consumer to business C2B interaction. And next slide, the role of e-commerce in international trade. 1. Breaking down barrier. E-commerce eliminates geographical constraints, allowing companies to reach customers worldwide. This capability has significantly reduced the time and cost associated with traditional trade methods, facilitating smoother transactions and interaction between buyer and seller across borders. Number 2, enhancing information transparency. The digital nature of e-commerce promotes greater transparency in transactions. Business can access real-time information about market condition, pricing, and customer preference, which enhances decision-making process and fosters trust among trader partners. And the next slide is statistics and trends. And now I will show you how statistics and trends in 29 and what I mean is compare between 2029. I will making presentation of this statistic about economic growth. GDP growth in 2022, the total GDP of Asian countries reached approximately 3.67 trillion, marking a substantial increase from previous projection indicates continued growth, with GDP expected to rise further by 2029. Notably, Vietnam exhibit remarkable growth with a 7.4% increase in GDP during the third quarter of 2024, while Singapore recorded 5.4% growth rate during the same period, reflecting a diverse economic performance across member states. And the foreign direct investment, or FDI, ASEAN has maintained its status as a leading destination despite for FDI among developing region, attracting record inflows of 230 billion USD in 2023. Despite global declines in investment flows, the region is becoming increasingly attractive for investment in digital and green technologies. Look at the Asian member, how growth it is in GDP in US billions. We hope the growth is making better for our life. It's published from Aaron O'Neill, January 10, 2025. And then future trend, digital trade and financial technologies and consumer engagement. And I will show you digital trends and financial technologies. It's two variable: fintech innovation and cloud computing. I will explain you about fintech innovation. Advancement is in financial technology are streamlining payment process, making international transaction faster and more secure. Cloud computing and second variable, cloud computing. Business are leveraging cloud solution to manage operation across border efficiently, facilitating smoother international trade. Customer engagement. This number one variable, AI-driven recommendation. Increasingly utilization artificial intelligence to tailor content and product suggestion based on consumer behavior. Number two, localization. Companies are adapting marketing strategies and product offering to resonate with a local culture. And next slide, we have e-commerce challenge in international trade. These are two variable: regulator hardness and logistical complexity. And I will explain you about regulatory hardness. Number one, custom procedure. Custom procedure pose significant challenge, requiring meticulous documentation and adherence to specific requirements for each product. And tax regulation. Number two, tax regulation. Significantly across just reduction, adding complexity to cross-border transaction. And number three, compliance issue. Failure to meet regulator criteria and result in delay, fitness, or even product confiscation. And variable to logistical complexity, infrastructural gaps. Developing countries often lack adequate infrastructure, leading to inefficiency in logistic and postal delivery system. Poor integration of postal service with border agencies exacerbates these problems. And number two, shipping costs. Cross-border e-commerce competitive environment where standing out amidst multiple international competitors is challenging. Last but not least is competitive pressure. And I will explain you in next slide. Nah, in study case e-commerce international trade is two variable again. Number one is e-commerce opportunities in Mali. Number one is direct market access through digital platform. Malian business can reach customer worldwide, reducing transaction costs and improving profit margins. And number two, empowerment of SMEs. E-commerce level the playing field for MSEs, enabling them to compete with larger firms globally while overcoming traditional barrier. And variable two, e-commerce impact on Asian countries. Number one, e-commerce as a global trend. Sales and a percentage of retail sales and the e-commerce ranking nation. Number two, export relationship. The finding indicates that while e-commerce positively impact export, the ranking of trading partners. And the last slide, solution to increase international trade through e-commerce. The key strategies for increased international trade via e-commerce. And market research. Conduct through research to identify potential market based on demand, competition, and customer behavior. And number 2, streamline logistics and fulfillment. Investment in integrated logistics solution, shipping efficiency. E-commerce has revolutionized logistics, enabling business to manage fulfillment. That's all about e-commerce in international trade. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.